All right, fishing goal today, dirty 30, which means 5 bass that weigh 30 pounds total. There's one. 2 in a row. Oh, got him, got him. Nice one, nice one. I gotta pick up the slack. Oh, son of a gun. Big one, big one. How does that feel, Mr. Texas Rig? Huh? Come on. Oh, no. No, holy cow. They're stacked in here. Another giant, another giant. Look at that, y'all. I can't believe what I just caught. Yes! The jig and the Texas rig, two of my favorite, matter of fact, not my favorite, everybody's favorite shallow water fishing techniques. And today we're gonna be putting them to the test with myself and my friend Garrison behind the camera right now. Now, the first thing I wanna say about the jig and the Texas rig is that they are similar in terms of their application, but not similar in how they are built. So the soft plastic is by itself, it needs a hook, it needs a weight, and sometimes if you're flipping and pitching around wood and grass, that kind of stuff, it needs a peg on the front. A jig is a self-contained package. But looking at both of them, you might think, how in the world would a fish know the difference? Or more like, how would a fish even know to prefer one over the other when they really look pretty dang similar? Now, before we start fishing, I want to talk about the gear I'm throwing these on. They are both medium heavy or heavy combos. The jig being the Outcast tackle, the brand new Jackpot jig, my new favorite swim jig. I've got the Elite TI reel. I'll have also a more budget-friendly one down below in 17-pound Seaguar fluorocarbon. And Garrison will be flipping around the Strike King Rage Bug with the tails dipped in methylate JJ's Magic. Shh, little secret there. And for dirty water and vegetation and trees, he's got one with braid. And for the clear water, kind of more open spar stuff, he's got fluorocarbon, just like I am. And we are fishing a public lake here in Dallas, one of Garrison and I's favorites to fish together. And the whole goal is just to both have the same chances at catching fish in the same areas to see which one comes out on top, the Texas rig or the jig. Let's start fishing. All right, boys and girls, we are back on the channel with G-Money, Mr. Garrison. He's here to bring the vibes and maybe some big fish. And like I said, we're gonna be comparing the jig, the swim jig versus the Texas rig, and pretty much the same scenarios. He'll stick with the Texas rig, I'll stick with the jig, but that doesn't mean every once in a while we're not gonna throw something a little different. Got the custom painted Clutch Eco. I've got a paddle tail swim bait. We got a Nico rig. There's lots of stuff we're gonna throw today. And the conditions are just perfect. I mean, warming trend leading up to the best full moon in the spring here in Texas. Absolutely zero wind on the body of water today, at least back here in this pocket. So nothing's guaranteed in fishing, but it's about as close as you can get to fish being catchable and shallow. Yeah, hoodie's already going on. All right, fishing goal today, dirty 30, which means 5 bass that weigh 30 pounds total. I don't have a scale because my only scale is in my pond bag. I need to buy a second scale. But I feel like we're gonna know if we have over 30 pounds, or at least dang close to it, and we can call that a success. And we are just patrolling along a kind of hardish clay sand bottom, flipping our soft plastics and jigs in the holes and around the edge of this, whatever kind of grass this is. It's not my favorite kind of grass. A floating pile of weeds, and being in Dallas-Fort Worth, trash as well. But the fish do be spawning around it. And like I said, we're just trying to see if the jig as a compact package but with some skirt gets more bites, or the methylate dipped Rage Bug by itself. Give me the donk, give me the donk, give me the donk.
Oh, wait, that's a 10.
It's 2.
Oh.
There's 1.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Get in here. Get in here. Power pull down. Get your booty in here. Nice. Not a giant, but a good first one to start. I'd say he's 3 pounds. So we are 1/10 of the way there. Too bad we only count 5. Thank you, buddy. See ya. Nice. That felt good.
They stacked.
Did I caught a dang chunker yesterday? There's 1. 2 in a row. Two flips in a row. All right, well, the compact package of the jig is winning so far. That thing's even chunky. Y'all look at that fish. Wow. Well, Yamaha, that was fun. Man, 2 flipping bites back to back. Almost can't believe it. You know, you flip in there, catch one, flip. It's like another thump. What? Brother, that's mental.
That's the limit, right?
Gosh. One just absolutely slonked it up there.
Right there, baby.
Would you like to get him?
No, you got it.
Okay. He was only about a 3, it looked like. But he done
That's good. You got it.
swiped at it. He swiped at it once. Shame on him. There you go. I had my chance at redemption. Now Garrison takes it. That's a good sign. Working our way in, catching 2. on one little patch. There's got to be some 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pound females in here. And y'all will notice I'm not working the swim jig today like a swim jig where you're actually swimming it and kind of hopping, shaking it. That is the way that it was designed, but doesn't mean that's the way you have to fish it. You can flip it and pitch it, and it just really, I kind of say it slithers around the cover and structure. And perfect conditions, y'all, but it's, I mean, and I want it to be this way, but it's hot. Something was around here. Yeah, it's mud bottom. He's not, his bed's not right here. He was being pushed by, gosh, there's one. See the circle?
Oh my gosh.
That's the clearest one I've seen. He's 20 feet. Again, where the line of zero is the trolling motor. Y'all, I gotta record my screen. I gotta show you what we're seeing here. All right, y'all can see there at 23 feet, there's an obvious circle out in front of the weed edge here. So that means the bed is right here because the trolling motor is pointed this way. I've never seen one that clear on perspective. That's so cool to see. Wonder if I can see them on forward as well. Not really. Here, I'm gonna see if I can see a swim bait going through. I can't see a swim bait. Oh yeah, because you can actually see a shadow on the back side of it. So that's not a crater, that's the top of a stump. We're probably wasting our time. But this is cool. This is sick. I mean, I'm on the stump right now and I'm not getting bit. All right, well, if it was a fish, he's gone, but that was cool to see. Oh, got him. Nice one, nice one. Oh gosh, 4-pounder? Yes, sir, come on.
Good fish.
Go show the camera. Hey.
3.5.
Yeah, he's from Texas.
First fish on the Rage Bug, 1 to 2. I'll beat the jig today, don't worry. Nice 3.5 pounder.
Oh, we gotta get Instagram story. Don't do that yet. All right, that was cool. It's a little dingier back here than I thought it would be. This is the kind of swim jig stuff, the sparser version of all the matted grass we've been flipping. Oh my goodness. All right, 3 to 2.
This is the kind of stuff you flip.
Yeah, I guess the stuff you flip is what you should be flipping in. Flipping, you know, on a cloudy day, a buzzbait on this stuff. That would be dummy. Oh my goodness. Wow, the males are up in the droves. 4 to 2 on the creature bait. I've also stopped flipping and I've started to swim this thing. Again, because the cover, y'all, changed from really matted stuff, mostly on that side of the pocket, to sparse. All right, well, now the bank is back to retaining wall with some grass on the edge. Again, great place to find really a bass in all seasons, but especially a bedding one. Because a little sneaky bed tip for y'all who are still in bed fishing season by the time this video comes out is that fish, of course, want to be protected on the bed. So oftentimes they'll make their beds in like a hole in the grass or on top of a stump. And sometimes, as you see here, on the edge of a retaining wall. And that's because half of, if not 30% or so of the area they have to actually protect is naturally protected by the edge of the retaining wall. So always fish retaining walls, especially when you got grass around them, because that means the beds they make are pretty well protected from invaders like us. All right, so here goes the theory of us not ever catching one on this side.
That's a skinny one.
Get in here. Wow. Skinny male. I literally hooked him on the outside of the mouth. Throwing the new Outcast Tackle Jackpot swim jig, and I'm not joking, y'all. It may be one of the best swim jigs I've ever used in my entire life. The red line hook on there is super strong, and it has that coating, that whatever, not vanadium, the steel is vanadium. It's got whatever that coating is called that makes it just super slick. And even on a big giant hook like this, I'm throwing 17-pound fluoro. You don't need a giant hook set with 50-pound braid to get in their mouths, like with a lot of heavy cover swim jigs. 4 to 3. I've only caught 3 total.
Oh, you caught 3.
Yeah, 4 to 4. Sorry, I mean 6 to 4. 4 to 3 Garrison, yes.
Oh, okay.
You're still winning, buddy. Never forget, Garrison Thomas is a certified winner. We never won nothing in college, we came close. It's interesting how we haven't gotten a single bite here closer to the entrance on either side of this marina. But as soon as we get in the back, at least on that side it was the case, we got bites. So the fish are not quite staging right now. They are up on beds. The wave has moved back, but where are the females? Donde este females?
Gotta find the ones on bed.
I know. There's one. Oh my goodness.
Well, they're all in the same spot.
4 to 4, all males based. Oh no, sorry buddy. I'd say a scoop and a half on that one. And yeah, it's consistent. As soon as we get all the way to the back, start catching males. So that means any other spots we fish the rest of the day, unless something looks super juicy on the way in, we're not gonna stop. We're gonna idle in all the way. Now, when I say all the way to the back, y'all, I don't mean all the way to the back of a creek. Like we might not go all the way to the very, very, very back of a 2-mile long creek, but little cuts like this, even off the main lake, just the back of those. Fish don't want to, especially big ones, don't want to have to go from the main lake all the way miles and miles to spawn. They don't have to do that. But they will go to the back of whatever they can, which at least to this marina is the back corners. And y'all, I stopped using perspective on beds because of that. I was seeing too much of that going on. Too much of the gar spawn. 2 pockets in and we are tied up. A matter of fact, now that I've seen what this looks like in here, oh, you got me so good.
Yeah, no, there's a fish on it.
You sure?
I'm
okay.
I lifted up and it was like dum dum dum.
Okay.
I let him eat it for way too long.
Oh, I was hoping just to see like a wall. Dude, oh nice. Gosh, holy cow.
Right in the middle. That might have been the fish I got bit by.
Goodness. All right, y'all, they might be back here. Now this one bucks the trend. This one is not in the very far back, but the composition changed a little bit. This one, I'll put my chest mount up to show you guys. Nice little fish. Red eyes, he's a spawner. This area has this kind of grass, shoreline stuff, a lot thicker, but less matted, actually more alive stuff on the edge. And then it has it on the outside here that makes an inside edge right here. So I caught that 5 feet from the boat, just flipping right in the middle of this stuff. Garrison had a bite there. Yeah, I think the big females are probably gonna be somewhere out here. We can't see them with our eye scope. Come fish. Where are you? Oh, bigger. Never mind. He looked so big when he swiped at it. Oh yes, oh my.
Oh! How did that fish get off? That was like a 4.5.
That was a 4.5. We're gonna count that one. So now it's 5 to 4.
Dude, he didn't even get my hook come out of it.
He literally just had the bait. He didn't even have the hook yet. That's crazy. All right, so my hypothesis was correct. This spot, they're on the points. Because the next point that we come to here that has the exact same type of inside edge, they're sitting in this stuff off on the outside of it. Yeah, that was a 4-pounder. Because dude, the swirl I saw was bigger than the fish that I hooked. 5 to 4. Oh, good job. Get him in here. Get him in here. Get him in here. Come on, baby. That's a nice one.
I got him, Daddy.
Okay.
4-pounder.
Well, 5 to 5.
Hey.
Was he up against the reeds or was he in the stuff?
He was up against the reeds and that's like a little pocket.
Okay.
Camera.
4-pounder
to the mouth. Ooh, good fish. Let's go.
I gotta pick up the slack. Ding. Okay. Last cast for me and we will ski-daddle. Let's go. Zoom, zoom, zoom. What is this? Oh, it's one of those cars, the jet ski car. All right, I found Garrison's new whip, the Potenza. Yes, sir.
You catch a 10-pounder.
I'm gonna catch a 10-pounder.
That is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
It looks like a Hot Wheels car. That's funny. They've got a QR code. I'm guessing that takes you to the listing for the car or the boat car. The coat. Don't think they're on the straight retaining walls, y'all. Water's 66. I mean, they should be. They should be spawning back here. Let's go, y'all. We thought the Marina was gonna be the deal, but because as you put together a pattern, you can go off and try little things here and there that are off the pattern, but you can't do that for too long. And that's what we did for 30 minutes here. So we're out of here. Ooh, we're back, folks, to the good swimmy, jiggy, flipping stuff. Still in a small main lake pocket, not that far from the main river, the main channel. We're gonna go a little slower these last 2 pockets, just because that boat that we saw on the other side of the last pocket we fished caught 2 while we were watching them. And that's honestly, Garrison was saying this earlier, how you can tell the bite's on, like if you see other boats catching them. If you're the only boat catching them, or you only see one guy catching them and you're not catching any, obviously somebody's figured something out. But this time of year, if you see everybody catch some fish, we're all having a dang good time. Okay. Odd. One last spot. One more time. Oh, I got a plastic bag. Thumbnail.
That's a big old busty bag.
That's a big old bag right there, son.
We own a bag.
Yeah, we on a bag. Oh, I'm surprised at our lack of fish the last few minutes. This should be the time of day when they're pulling up and there's more fish shallow. Yeah. There's one. You are so small, my friend. You are so small, but you are getting to 6 to 5.
Come on.
Hey, hey. That's it. Call it now. Jig's the winner.
There are bass in here.
There are bass in here. What do you know?
That's it.
Oh, son of a gun. Big one. Big one. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get in here. Get in here, baby. Gosh.
What'd I tell you, son?
Garrison's been telling me this whole pocket. Tyler, there's big ones back here on these bushes. Look at that. 5.5, 6 pounder, jackpot jig, roof of the mouth. Okay, okay. How does that feel, Mr. Texas Rig? Huh? Come on. You're down, I'm up. Sick. Awesome. Live well this for just 1 second. I gotta get a social video. Oh, it feels good. Pull up and they were swimming off with it. Whew. I saw.
There's one right there.
In front of us? Oh, nice one. Nice one. Let's go, baby. Get him in here, 3 pounder. Heck yeah.
Oh.
Oh, whoa.
What'd I tell you, son? Texas rig strikes again, baby.
Let's go.
Look at his mouth. He's been shawing some stuff away. Got a little red on the tail.
Hey, yo, sick. There's some bass in here, G-Money. You were right. Another one. No, no. Darn it.
Told you I was gonna tie it up in here.
7 to 7, boys and girls. Which bait is gonna win?
Yeah, how about it?
Oh, no. No, holy cow. They're stacked in here.
Little yellow eye.
That's crazy.
Another one on the Texas rig, baby.
Gosh.
Might work.
Well, that was loaded. I cannot lose this challenge. Maybe they're in the culvert. You actually kind of got me there. I was like, no way.
All right. You just got beat, son.
I just
let daddy beat you. You got big, I got most.
I did get big. That's true. Well, you know, sometimes in these challenges, I expect a certain result, and other times I have no clue what's gonna happen. And today, I kind of expected, with both of us fishing on the front deck, kind of getting equal access to good spots or good flips early, that it would be just about the same. And he beat me, but I did catch the bigger one. So, as I talked about at the very beginning of this video, that's kind of how Texas rigs versus jigs go in general, is that if you ask any pro angler, like what bottom contact bait catches the biggest fish, some will say Carolina rig, and they're probably not wrong sometimes, but others will say the jig. And these geese are, what are they saying? Oh, they're mating, okay. Hey, leave her alone. But as always, I will have my gear linked in the video description. Big thanks to G for joining today's episode. Let me know in the comments if you want to see him more often. If you want to see my last verses, I did wacky rig versus jig. That'll be up here in the corner, and my entire 200 pound series whammy over here. It felt good to be back in the bass boat today. And as always, it's a pleasure to make every single video for y'all. We'll see y'all next time right here
On TRF.
You gotta put your hand on the